Hello, language learners, and welcome. Dalam penerangan kita hari ini, we are focusing on something absolutely incredible, mastering spoken Malay fluency for intermediate learners. We're not just going to passively look at vocabulary today. No, we are going to build a highly focused daily practice that's literally designed to encode these words into your long-term memory forever. And today's focus, health and medicine. Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to imagine walking right up to the front doors of a virtual clinic. We're going to build a memory palace together today, and at every single step, we're going to encounter these bizarre, absolutely unforgettable images that will perfectly lock 15 essential medical Malay phrases right into your brain. To actually pull this off, we're using the linking method and the absolute power of exaggeration. See, the human brain naturally filters out mundane, boring stuff. But if we make our mental movies loud, fast, and just physically ridiculous, we completely bypass that filter. The weirder the mental movie you build at each station with me today, the stronger your retention is going to be. Section 1, arriving at the clinic. Let's move to our first station and see how this builds as you walk up to the clinic doors, feeling pretty unwell. Suddenly, you look down and your own shadow detaches itself right from your feet. It looks terribly sickly, pale, and weak. It leans right up to your ear and whispers, "Saya berasa kurang sihat." Let's stretch that out together. Saya berasa kurang sihat. Now, at a normal speaking speed. Saya berasa kurang sihat. Give it a try yourself out loud. Saya berasa kurang sihat. Fantastic. You look up from your shadow, and right on the corner, a green street sign suddenly grows giant, muscular legs. It starts sprinting down the road, wildly waving its arms, and shouting at every single corner, "Di mana Klinik Berdekatan." Picture that running sign as you listen closely. Di mana Klinik Berdekatan. Catch the rhythm. Di mana Klinik Berdekatan. Now shout it with the sign. Di mana Klinik Berdekatan. Great job. Next, you step inside the waiting room, but it's completely filled with a massive, ceiling-high hourglass. It's just spilling sand everywhere, burying the chairs, and ticking super loudly. Berapa lama saya perlu menunggu? Feel that sand pouring out, nice and slow? Berapa lama saya perlu menunggu? At normal speed, berapa lama saya perlu menunggu? And all together now, berapa lama saya perlu menunggu? Section 2, consulting the doctor. You're in the doctor's office now, and this is a high-pressure situation where you've got to explain your symptoms accurately.
Now, what's really interesting here is you look at the desk, and a standard stethoscope suddenly slithers, completely transforming into a giant snake. It wraps right around your neck, looks you dead in the eye, and asks, "Boleh saya jumpa dokter?" Feel the snake as you say it slowly. "Boleh saya jumpa dokter?" Conversational. "Boleh saya jumpa dokter?" Speak it to the snake. "Boleh saya jumpa dokter?"
Next, you need to show exactly where it hurts. You point to your arm, and a giant, glowing red X appears right on your skin. It flashes super brightly and pulses with this loud siren sound. Sakit di sini. Point to your own arm right now as we say it. Slowly. Sakit di sini. Natively, sakit di sini. Now you try it. Sakit di sini. Before the doctor even treats you, a massive swarm of bees flies right into the room. But wait, they all just stop midair. Every single bee is wearing a tiny red no-entry sign around its neck, and they buzz out the phrase, "Saya ada alahan." Let's hear those frustrated bees. Slow buzz. Saya ada alahan. Conversational. Saya ada alahan. Out loud. Saya ada alahan. Section 3, discussing your medication. We're at the pharmacy counter now, and understanding your instructions here is absolutely vital. You look up at the pharmacist, but a giant piece of paper with feathered wings swoops right over your head. It's flying around the room, dropping heavy drops of blue ink everywhere that spell out, "Saya perlukan preskripsi." Picture that ink staining the floor and listen carefully. Saya perlukan preskripsi. A bit smoother. Saya perlukan preskripsi. Say it with me. Saya perlukan preskripsi. Suddenly, a giant glass bottle of cough syrup on the counter just pops its lid. It violently sprays sticky liquid straight into the air, and the liquid forms floating bubble words that pop and say, "Ada ubat untuk batuk?" Let's pop those bubbles. Slowly. Ada ubat untuk batuk? Native speed. Ada ubat untuk batuk? Claim it out loud. Ada ubat untuk batuk? And this brilliantly illustrates our next point.
You reach for the medicine, but the yellow price tag suddenly grows razor-sharp teeth. It aggressively bites at the air and demands to know, Berapa harga ubat ini? Watch out for those teeth. Slowly, Berapa harga ubat ini? Now faster, Berapa harga ubat ini? Your turn. Berapa harga ubat ini? The pharmacist hands you the bag, and out jumps a giant silver spoon. It's piled high with your absolute favorite food, and it literally dances and taps shoes right on your tongue, singing, Sila ambil ubat ini selepas makan. It's a bit longer, so let's break it down, slowly. Sila ambil ubat ini selepas makan. Conversational flow. Sila ambil ubat ini selepas makan. Let's do it together. Sila ambil ubat ini selepas makan. You take out a single small pill to look at it, and poof, it instantly expands into a giant, incredibly fluffy white pillow. It smacks you gently in the face, letting out a huge, deep yawn. Adakah ubat ini menyebabkan mengantuk? Feel that soft pillow. Slowly. Adakah ubat ini menyebabkan mengantuk? Natural cadence. Adakah ubat ini menyebabkan mengantuk? Say it with me. Adakah ubat ini menyebabkan mengantuk? Section 4. Returning home to rest. It is time to wrap up the transaction and head on out. You look at the cash register, but instead of a coin slot, it opens a mouth and sticks out a long, paper tongue folded like an accordion. The tongue unfurls right into your hands, completely printed with Tolong bagi receipt. Grab that tongue, sound it out. Tolong bagi receipt. Conversational flow. Tolong bagi receipt. Together, tolong bagi receipt. As you turn to leave, an empty, giant white doctor's coat floats in the air. There's literally no one inside it, but it gracefully waves its empty sleeves and bows deeply to you, politely saying, Terima kasih atas nasihat doktor. Such a wonderful, polite phrase. Slowly, Terima kasih atas nasihat doktor. Natural speed, Terima kasih atas nasihat doktor. Let's say it. Terima kasih atas nasihat doktor. Right next to the door, a wall calendar shakes. The top page violently rips itself off, grows little paper legs, and salsa dances right out the door, yelling, Jumpa lagi untuk temu janji seterusnya. Let's really nail this confident delivery. Slowly, Jumpa lagi untuk temu janji seterusnya. Flowing nicely, Jumpa lagi untuk temu janji seterusnya. Your turn. Jumpa lagi untuk temu janji seterusnya. You finally step outside the clinic, you look up, and your own house is magically floating towards you, entirely encased in a giant, peaceful soap bubble. It floats down to carry you away, softly calling out, Saya akan balik berehat. Our final phrase of the journey. Take a breath and say it slowly. Saya akan balik berehat. Smoothly. Saya akan balik berehat. Together now. Saya akan balik berehat. So the crucial point is this. Building the palace is only step one. To permanently encode these phrases so they fall right off your tongue when you actually need them, you must actively recall them. Your homework is super simple. Step 1, test yourself at noon today by mentally walking back through this clinic. Step 2, test again right before bed. Step 3, if any image is blurry or you drop a word, go back and make that mental image even more bizarre, louder, and faster. Section 5, Final 15 Phrase Masterclass. It's time for our rapid fire challenge. I want you to try to visualize the link the split second you hear the Malay. Ready? Let's go! Saya berasa kurang sihat. Di mana klinik berdekatan? Berapa lama saya perlu menunggu? Boleh saya jumpa doktor? Sakit di sini. Saya ada alahan. Saya perlukan prescription. Ada ubat untuk batuk? Berapa harga ubat ini? Sila ambil ubat ini selepas makan. Adakah ubat ini menyebabkan mengantuk? Tolong bagi resit. Terima kasih atas nasihat doktor. Jumpa lagi untuk temu janji seterusnya. Saya akan balik berehat.
Absolutely fantastic work today. You've just installed a brand new wing in your mental memory palace. Review this list tonight. Trust those bizarre visuals, and you'll find these words waiting for you exactly when you need them. So I leave you with this. Shall we prepare the next set of stations in your memory palace for tomorrow?